French President Emmanuel Macron will travel to China this week for his fourth state visit, a high-stakes diplomatic mission as Europe tries to balance growing economic dependence on Beijing. Macron is expected to push for fairer market access as frustration grows in Europe over cheap Chinese exports, especially in sectors like steel and electric vehicles, industries where Brussels accuses China of unfair state-backed competition. His visit comes at a time when tensions between Beijing and Europe are sharpening. The EU is preparing a tougher economic security strategy targeting China's dominance in rare earths, battery technology, and electric cars, with France backing new tariffs on Chinese EV imports. Beijing continues, however, to present itself as a vital trading partner, especially as US tariffs reshape global supply chains. Macron's team says he hopes to rebalance trade dynamics and secure greater access for European innovation and technology. His visit will include talks with President Xi Jinping in Beijing and Chengdu, the second meeting in less than a year for the two leaders.
Last year, Xi Jinping visited Paris. Now it's Emmanuel Macron's turn to visit China. Obviously, there are many questions, particularly regarding the trade deficit of France and Europe with China. That's the main issue, of course. There's also the issue of climate negotiations, which are falling behind schedule because clearly China is showing much less drive and dynamism on this front. Finally, and most importantly, there's the question of Ukraine. Emmanuel Macron has been hoping for several years that China will put pressure on Russia. But in my opinion, it's a bit of a lost cause.
Macron's trip comes ahead of similar visits planned by Britain and Germany early next year, reflecting a coordinated European push to redefine relations with the world's second-largest economy. Despite the diplomatic friction and stalled trade negotiations, China is already signaling goodwill.